Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. Gets a good foot in there. Well, there's the clearance. It. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a good ball. There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And that's a throw-in. Aims beyond the defence. Lahm plays it in. And he thumps it clear. Here comes the cross. Nedved takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's Vitinha. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nedved. Lahm could try cutting inside here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Lahm clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
He's being urged to shoot. Bergomi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Threads one in. Played in deep. Big header! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
It's Mendes. France yet to have an attempt on goal. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Seedorf. And it's Yaya Toure. Lahm. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Vitinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And Hullet! This time surely! Goal! Arsenal! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Yaya Toure. And this is Nedved. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's well spotted. Seedorf.
Temps additionnel.
It's
Une
Seedorf.
minute.
To Lahm. Lahm hurtling down that right flank. That has been knocked clear. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Je voudrais avoir une petite pensée pour tous ceux d'entre vous qui fêtent leur anniversaire aujourd'hui.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Out towards the flank. Vitinha. Now it's Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham. Now, what about a counter-attack? Here's Vieira. And it's Lahm. Lahm carries the ball down the right. He is just caressing the ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's a good 35 yards out, this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ibrahimovic might just make this.
À leur place, le numéro 9,
Nuno Mendes.
le numéro 10. Changement en cours.
And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Pele is standing over this one. And this, an opportunity to pull level. He's played it back. And it's Vitinha. Closing in on goal. That has not gone well. Vitinha. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Eto'o chasing after it. It's a pretty loose pass. Yaya Toure. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. France perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Vitinha. Now there's a fight. Cristiano Ronaldo! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
number 2 then.
Le numéro 23. Le numéro 18. L'âme. À leur place, le numéro 6. Le numéro 15. Le numéro 11.
And it's hoisted clear. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. France are looking to go forward now. That is a brilliant interception.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Yamal. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Araujo, now he's off and running. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run.
definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, that's fabulous. Chooses to go back. Very nicely done. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, cracking ball. And the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he's in on goal. He's oh, what a climb! And yes, it's there! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. That'll be a throw. Nicely weighted ball. Chips it through. Gattuso is onto this.
3 minutes.
Oh, good ball. Bellingham. Searching pass he's played there. And he's there to belt it away. And the number on the board is 3. And this is Bale. And there goes the final whistle. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hlinh. He is just caressing the ball. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Gabriel. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And here's Hlinh. That's a shade optimistic. Gabriel. Van Dijk. And Araujo. Shifted upfield. Seedorf. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. France do have a chance to counter here. Nedved.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And this is Ibrahimovic. And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Played in deep. Araujo with the clearance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's got the beating of his man. Decent chance! Lam gets it clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ronaldo does really well there. He is strong. No way through. And the counter is on. And here's Hlinh. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Hlinh. Vieira. Good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Hlinh. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nedved. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Turns back here, probably the best option. Van Dijk, very much a man of this moment. Nedved, probing pass. Hlinh finds himself offside. Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Van Dijk gets it away.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Temps additionnel,
Hlinh.
1 minute.
Vitinha, nice looking ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the action is back on the way.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Hlinh dominates aerially so often. Looking to play him in. Played into space out wide. Nedved. Lahm. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Can he get it through? Nedved, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Hlinh. Now, can they get him away? He's cut it out. Lahm. Vitinha, nicely shaped ball. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And it's Nedved. Tries to play it through. France still this single goal behind. Bellingham. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Hlinh. And this is Ibrahimovic. And here's Seedorf. Knocks it into space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ronaldo concedes a free kick for that.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
So, time for changes
Cristiano
on both
Ronaldo.
sides, actually.
Le numéro 21. Le
And it's
numéro
Gattuso.
22. Le numéro 5. Le numéro 19.
Showing good feet.
Alors,
Looking for the run.
Le numéro
Skillfully cut out. He is
Ibrahimovic.
so at
Le
ease on the
numéro
ball.
11. Bale.
That was
Le numéro
very
10.
necessary.
Le numéro 14.
So, Jim, what are you
Le
thinking?
numéro 25.
Well, the time has
Changement.
arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Gattuso. Yeah. France looking to pass their way through. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. Pedri. Foot in. Great vision. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nuno Mendes. Yamal. And it's Pedri. And it's Gattuso. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. Gattuso. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Yamal. Eto'o. Lahm gets into some space. Lahm.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. So, another set play. Nuno Mendes. There's a sharp little ball here. Yaya Toure. Bergkamp, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Ibrahimovic. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Yamal. Lahm. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Ibrahimovic. Yeah. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yaya Toure.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Pass is just off target. It's a goal kick.
Temps additionnel.
Deftly
Une
away.
minute.
Stood up well to him there. And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. As you can see, we've already started here. Pass somewhat off target.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Hlinh. Little pass back. Aaron Seedorf, he's a leader, he's a schemer, a controller, he's certainly a winner, he's all of those things, and he's much, much more.
I'll take it a step further, he's a serial winner on the European scene. In fact, it's that pedigree which I see as his greatest quality. He knows exactly what it takes to be a match winner, and he'll go about doing exactly that.
Cross to the back post. Gabriel can get it clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ferdinand. And it's Nedved. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Knocks it into space. Decent chance! Hlinh. Salam. Van Dijk. France yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hlinh did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this? Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Vitinha. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Ah, that's a fine interception. Cleared without complication. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Vitinha. Shapes to shoot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's a searching pass. Nuno Mendes is wide and looking to get onto this. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Bergomi. And it's Lahm. For Ferdinand. Seedorf. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Vitinha. And here's Hlinh. And this is Nedved. And it's made its way to him. Climbs up big! Goal! Arsenal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Now it's Nedved. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. Now, can they get him away? And he's lost his man here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved is in a really good position out wide. It's a mighty effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Van Dijk, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No foul, says the referee. Vitinha. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Pull it. Here's Vitinha.
Temps additionnel.
This is Ronaldo. Played in deep. It's a goal kick. And it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Ronaldo. It's a good ball out wide. Oh, good read. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 23. À
Here
sa
we go
place,
again then.
le numéro 9.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Seedorf. Pull it. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Could move up a gear here. And it's Bellingham. Lahm. France do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Ibrahimovic looking understandably energised after his goal. Under an awful lot of pressure. Shot could be on. He is Ibrahimovic! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Arsenal
21.
with the corner.
Le
They're
numéro
first.
7. Cristiano Ronaldo. À leur place, le numéro 11. Bale. Le numéro 24. Changement
Keeper's
en
dealt
cours.
with that. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. It's out for a goal kick. Nuno Mendes being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Seedorf is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Bale. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again. Bale! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Your impression so far, Jim?
France are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Nuno Mendes. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Now it's Eto'o. Passing nice and neat. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, that's neat. Lam has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Changement pour la France.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to take out.
Le numéro 6. Le numéro 14. Attention, changement.
Lovely bit of skill. And it's Bellingham. He slings it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Oh, good-looking ball. Gattuso. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That's been cut out, well played. Pedri. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lam. Bellingham. Looking to play him in. He's onside. Arsenal have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Corner number 2 then. That should get the job done. Opts to... And Yaya Toure! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Tries to pass it through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Arsenal clearly now in lead preservation mode. And he's gone looking for safety. Eto'o. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gattuso. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.